morning, Laura. How are you? I'm on a few minutes early because I know WoodUBend is going to come on and share us out. How are you this morning? And I see Rima Bishara's put in a good morning as well. Thanks for the hearts. Hey, Lisa, how are you? I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. The sun is shining. I'm not sure what the temperature is because I woke up less than an hour ago. I went to bed at 10:30 and I didn't wake up till 7, which was a first for me. So we'll just wait a few minutes. How's the weather, Laura and Lisa? Oh, and I forgot my WoodUBend apron. Let's see if I have it down here. Yep, I do. I look pretty? Oh, thank you. I just put my hair up. Thank you, Laura. You made my day. Today we're going to work on the cross. It's sunny for now, expecting rain tomorrow and for a few... Oh, no. Where is spring? We're going to work on a cross today. Maybe I need to move this a little bit more. You do? It's the easiest thing. I just put it up, took a shower. I have to learn to do it better. Good morning, Betty. Oh, you're cloudy? Well, we're sunny for a change. As soon as I see WoodUBend sharing us, and I'll turn you down. But this is the cross we're going to be working on. And I'm going to apply, it's very plain. So we're going to apply some WoodUBend to it. And see how I've got the WoodUBend down, but the WoodUBend is not flat, or my surface is not flat, one or the other. Betty, how are you this morning? The sun is shining for us. Let me get my glue that I just saw. Okay, it's right here. Yeah, and we're going to put some trim and we're going to paint it. For a change, as I said. Good morning, Lynn. We're going to embellish it. And it's 9 o'clock, and hopefully WoodUBend hasn't forgotten us. Or they may be having some problems with the internet. So we'll just give them another minute. Oh yes, Betty, happy for the sun. Good morning, Laurie. How are you? So I'm trying to calculate from 10:30 to 7. That means 8.5 hours sleep. Thank you for sprinkling, Betty. And if everyone can do that, it would be great. Thank you for the hearts, everyone. Okay, let me see what time it is. As soon as it hits 9:03, I'm going to start. So I'm just going to pour out. I actually took 2 Advils yesterday. Melatonin does not work for me. I didn't realize they had an Advil PM. I know they have a Tylenol PM. I wonder if that's why I slept so well. Ooh, I wonder. All right, I'm going to turn you down. I won't be able to see comments on this. Betty, I did last night. I had 8.5 hours sleep. Was it 7, 8? 8.5. Magnesium helps. Okay, I'll have to try that. Good morning, Dolly. It does. I'm going to have to get some Advil PM. I took regular yesterday. Good morning, sunshine. You too, Amber. How are you today? I was going to do an Easter egg, but I changed my mind. I decided to do a cross instead. How are you, Dolly? How's the weather in Ireland? Okay, so as I said, I have this cross, and it looks fine the way it is, but we're going to embellish it. So what I've decided we're going to do is add this in the center, because when I use the trim, I end up with either having to break up this or this. So putting this in the center will help with, actually, I don't know, but you know what? I will, I just took this off from the back, and I'll take a picture and post it on my page, Amber. Okay, we're going to get started, and we'll see what happens. So I'm just going to put some glue. And Betty, if you can find me a link for some glue that I can turn upside down, just like you got me the clear tacky glue, which is amazing, that would be great. Oh, wow. I love concrete. Okay, so we're going to start off with, thank you, Laura. I'm going to heat the center part and place that inside. And as I showed earlier in the video, this is not completely flat, or my surface is not completely flat, so we're just going to heat it up a bit. Good morning, Kim. And as you can see, it's now bending. So I'm going to add some glue. And my brush is down here. And we're going to center it. Make sure that when you're using WoodUBend, you use a good wood glue. I use Quick Bond Quick and Thick. And I'm going to position it, hopefully, correctly. and then push it down to make sure that it's well adhered to my surface like this. And then I'm going to heat up my trim. And I'm working over a piece of glass. Dolly, I can't wait to see it. And whenever you're heating up WoodUBend trim, you keep it in its coil. And it's beginning to bend. Dolly, we are so blessed that we do things that we love and keep us out of mischief. That's true. So now I'm just going to measure how much I need approximately. I'm going to cut them a bit bigger because I didn't cut a straight line, and that's me. And I'm going to measure again and use my cutter. That would be great. No, I don't think they are, Betty. I haven't seen them. Let me just see, and that fits fine. So we'll get that ready. And I need to remember that this is not completely, this is not identical to this. It's got like two little rims. Betsy, do you think you can send a message to Artemis or to Solly Joe, just on Messenger? And I'm going to make sure that, I'm not sure which looks better. Actually, I like it like this. So I'm going to measure again and cut. And we're going to do this all the way around. Thank you, Betty. And again, I'm going to cut this right around here. And hopefully, and I measured it too short. But you know what? Maybe we'll make it stretch. Oh, thank you, Laura. I'm going to glue these on. No, I got this, I don't remember where I got it from, Dolly. WoodUBend, I thought we're going to make crosses or the Virgin Mary. So I'm gluing this on. Where did you get the crosses, Joanne? Because I can't remember. where I got them. Dolly, do you not have any kind of crosses? Message me and I will send you some. I've got tons, not like this, but I have tons of crosses. Oops. And Joanne, if you can just put on Amazon. Oh, okay, great. I'll have to look for them. And I'm going to try and stretch this both ways after I heat it up because I cut it short. Oh, I don't mind, Dolly, for you, anything, my friend. Actually, see, I stretched it. And you can see that it looks much better, but I'm going to keep my fingers on it till it cools down. And WoodUBend stretches. Well, maybe, Dolly, you can get them then on Amazon. Yes, that's what I was thinking. I have 2 of these, and I was thinking of doing that too. But for today's live, I'm doing this. So far, this is what we have. Okay, let's do the 2 bottom ones. And we'll do the long one. Amber, they must be, she fills them with glass shells, seashells and glass. And truth be told, the reason why I wanted these was cutting it a bit bigger than I need because it's not straight up there. And might as well do this last one. Oh, Dolly. Yeah, they might be having internet problems. That's okay. But thank you, Betty. I'm going to cut it here. Why is it impossible for me to cut straight lines? But I'm very happy about how this one turned out. I was able to stretch it. And I don't want another boo-boo, so I'm going to cut straight down there. Yeah, this one did. Yeah, it's got a sawtooth hanger right there. Okay, we're going to apply some wood glue again. And if wood glue seeps out, that's fine. You can clean it up with a baby wipe. You can clean it up with a paintbrush of water. No, my scissors are not the wobbly ones. It's my hands. My hands are very wobbly. I'm just making sure I center it. Yeah, it is hard. I wish it was my scissors. I changed scissors, but unfortunately it's my hands. You do? Okay, I'm going to stretch it out just a little bit. So that it fits perfectly. And I have a little bit of seepage here. Hi, Gwendolyn. How are you, my friend? And then we'll heat up this one and we'll start painting. How's the weather, Gwendolyn? And again, I'm going to mark it, even though I marked it last time. Oh, it's raining? Good morning, Kathy. How are you? Okay. I put a lot of glue on this one, so I'm going to try and spread it out. And again, I'm using Tight Bond Quick and Thick. It's certainly thick. And again, I'm going to place it. Oh, I might have to cut a little bit because I'm going to have to cut a little bit. So if everyone can sprinkle this out, it would be great. I would really appreciate it. And I've got some more seepage here. Just trying to cut this out straight. Make sure. Oh, thank you, Kim. Oh, it's raining, Lori? Well, for once, Betty and I can't complain. The sun is shining. I don't know what we're going to get at the end of this week or even later today, but I am happy. Thank you so much. Thank you, Joanne. So now that this is all adhered, we're going to paint it. So I'll move this out of the way. And let's get a clean... Yes, it would. It would, absolutely would. Especially the dried flowers. Thank you for sprinkling. Thank you, Betty. Okay, so now I'm done with this. What we have is... You know what, Dolly? Maybe we'll do that. I have another one, and we'll put some dried flowers. Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Gwendolyn. And I'm going to paint it with black carbon from Posh Chalk. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. And we'll call it for Dolly. I'm just going to mix up the paste. We're probably going to need more. But that's okay. Now this black is not 100% black. It's more like a dark gray, but I love the color. And I'm going to make sure I'm using a brush that doesn't bother me if I pounce with it. And this hanger at the top is a bit of a pain. So we'll have to figure out a way around resining this. You can also spread yeah, I think yeah, that might be a good idea, Dolly. Dried flowers. And I have some somewhere. And I didn't put a lot of paint, but as you can see, a little goes a long way. And I'm just making sure that everywhere is covered. I'm going to do the edges. As well. Morning, G. Oh, and just pick up your WoodUBend when you're painting it, because if you're like me, I tend to miss out on some areas because we don't have eyes at the back of our heads. I'm just painting this. Yes, very, very true. But today we're using WoodUBend, and that's what we're filling it up with. And once you put the water in, it is so easy to spread. Then we'll dry it. And even if we do nothing else to it, it already looks so much better. I'm trying hard not to mess up. Just making sure I have everywhere covered. And sprinkle water as you feel necessary. And a little Posh Chalk paste goes a long, long way. Just going to add what's on here. And I'm probably going to get my fingers messy, but what's new? And with paint, you can cover all imperfections. Amber, I'd love to see if you do one. I'm going to do one for Dolly this week or next week. Well, it's tomorrow. Well, maybe tomorrow, actually. We'll see. I'm going to clean my base again and then dry this. That's black carbon paste, yes. So let's dry this, and then we're going to do some copper over it. I can still see it's wet. And the next step is I'm going to put some copper pigment, which I love. It does look so much richer, doesn't it? Let's get some copper. This is Posh Chalk's copper. No, this isn't going to puff. The way I've applied it, it only puffs through a stencil, G. And you use it full strength. And for some reason, I must have poured. Thank you. It does, doesn't it? Amazing what a little bit of WoodUBend. I don't know why this has pigment and infuser, so look at it. Must have put infuser in here, but it's a bit thick, so I'm going to add a little bit. Copper patina and lavender. Yeah, I know, Betty. Every time I use copper now, I think of you. I know you love copper. So I'm just mixing up. It is rich. It is beautiful. Now you can tone this down by adding some silver to the pigment, silver pigment, to the copper, and what you would get is a rose gold. So I'm just going to dip my paintbrush in here, and I'm going to wipe off, and we're going to highlight, but I'm going to highlight with another color as well. Look at this. And all you need is just a little bit of the pigment. Thank you for the hearts, everyone. And I'm just going to do the edges as well. Just a little bit more copper. And the Posh Chalk products, really, a little goes a long, long way. We're going to add some copper, to some gold to this. Just to see what it would look like. And then with your brush kind of flat, Oh, does it? I can't see. I hope it does, Betty, because I can't see sometimes what you guys see because it's too close to me. And I'm sorry, WoodUBend, but we've gone over. I could do green, actually. We could. That's a great idea, Dolly. I'll just have to pull out my green, but that's a great idea. And I'm just adding a little bit of copper here. And again, my brush is flat, and this has got a bit too much on here, so I'm wiping it back. Oops. And the pigments dry very quickly. I was going to do gold, but I'm going to use the green pigment. And it's not done yet. Okay, thanks, Betty. Okay, let me just get the green. Hopefully it is somewhere around here. Oh, it's going to be next to me. We're going to add some green phthalo. And I'm going to put some in here. We're not going to need that much. But your pigments will stay in a container. If you put it in a closed container, if you mix too much, let's add a little bit more. No problem, G. I'm just mixing this right now. And like I said, the amount, well, I didn't say, but the amount of infuser depends on how thick you want your pigments. I'm going to wipe this that has copper on it already. Oh, they did? Oh, great. Thank you. Thank you, Betty. And I'm just going to add some of the green. I might go back with some of the copper with the same brush. I'm going to go over it with some copper. Oops, that's too much. And you can wipe it off just like I'm doing right now. I have a heavy hand with everything I do. And we'll just go over it with some copper, just ever so slightly. Doing the edges as well. I normally wouldn't take this long because we're supposed to do 15 to 20 minutes, but I'm doing it a bit longer because it is a cross and it is a project for Easter. And let me get the copper back. And I'm still using the same paintbrush. Maybe I need to get rid of some of the green. Thank you, Amber. And you can play around with the colors. I'm going to add a little bit of green here. And I think we're done. You can obviously add. Does it still look uniform? Thank you. Does it look uniform though? Because I feel like this thank you. Just adding the final touches. So thank you so much for joining me, and I appreciate your time. And we started off with really nothing, just a piece of wood, and we added the WoodUBend. That middle one is 207, and we did the sides. We added black carbon. We used the copper pigment, and we used the green phthalo pigment. So thank you very much. This is called Dolly's Cross because it was her suggestion to add the green. I was going to do the gold. And I will see you if you're joining me at 2 o'clock for a live. I'll see you then. Thank you, WoodUBend and Posh Chalk, for this section of Education Station. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Bye.